Burn and brew with Coven true, and glory shall be thine.
Hey friends, it's Jasmine, and I hope that you all are doing well. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back and supporting me and this channel. It really means a lot to me. And if this is your first time here, hi. I'm Jasmine. I am a practicing witch and I talk about it here on the internet. So if traditional folkloric witchcraft is kind of your thing, that's very much what I'm into. But I talk about other stuff here as well. All of my links are going to be down below in the description if you want to check me out elsewhere. Today's video is going to be kind of more like a video essay, if you will, where I'm going to be touching on some topics that I think are cool and relevant to traditional craft and my practice that I just want to have dialogue about. So without any further ado, we're just going to jump right into it now. American folkloric traditional witchcraft refers to a diverse set of witchcraft traditions that have evolved in the United States, blending European witchcraft practices with other cultural and spiritual influences present in America. The heart of American traditional folkloric witchcraft truly lies within the borders between Appalachia and the Midwest. These traditions often focus on folk magic, incorporating elements from various ethnic groups, spiritual beliefs, and historical practices found within the landscape. The roots of American traditional folkloric witchcraft, which I will be referring to as ATW, can be traced back to the immigration of Europeans to the United States, who brought with them their own folk magic customs and beliefs. As these immigrants settled and colonized different regions of the country, their practices often mingled with those of Native American and African cultural groups, resulting in a unique and syncretic form of witchcraft. These traditions often emphasize the importance of local spirits, ancestors, and the natural world. Practitioners may work with a variety of deities, spirits, and other entities. One of the defining characteristics of ATW is the emphasis on folk magic, working with the genus loci. Practitioners often focus on using their craft to solve everyday problems, improve their lives, help others, herbalism, divination, and warding. Also, other forms of folk magic are commonly employed, and practitioners may also work with charms, amulets, and other magical tools. ATW has a lot of tools, and I have covered some of them here on my channel, such as the hood lamp, the stang, and the witch cords. Who is the White Goddess? The White Goddess is a concept popularized by Robert Graves in his book of the same name. She represents the ancient and pre-patriarchal European deity of birth, love, and death. Goda is known by many names, and she has donned many faces, as do the other witch gods. It is hard to summarize her nature in our human tongue. Daughter born of light and darkness is just one of her epithets. Inspired by Aradia, the Gospel of Witches, she who is the fairy queen, the witch mother, and the maid of the crooked ways. As a mistress of the wild hunt, she is alternatively known as Frau Gold, demonstrating her connection with Odin. In the folklore of lowland Scotland and northern England, the Queen of Elfhame, also known as the Queen of Elfholm, or Fairy Queen, is the elfin ruler of Elfhame, Norse Elfheimer, the usual subterranean Scottish fairyland. She appears in a number of traditional supernatural ballads, including Thomas the Rhymer, Tam Lin, and she also appears in a number of accounts from witchcraft trials and confessions, including the confession of the very iconic Isabel Gowdy herself. The Queen of Elfame is variously depicted as attractive and demonic. A similar picture is painted by the 1591 witchcraft confession of Andrew Mann of Aberdeen. Mann confessed that he saw the devil or his master in the likeness of a woman whom thou callest the Queen of Elfame. This is just one example of Goda's queerness. Mann further confessed that the Queen of Elfame rode on white horses and that she and her companions had human shapes yet appeared as shadows. They were playing and dancing wherever they pleased. Isabel Gowdy's confession also noted that the Queen of Elfame was brawly, clothed in white linen, and that she got more food from the queen than she could eat. In Tam Lin, the Queen of Elfame is a more sinister figure. She captures mortal men and entertains them in her subterranean home, but then uses them to pay a tithe to hell. This ballad tells of the struggle of its heroine, Janet, who must overcome the queen's shape-shifting magic to rescue a would-be victim from the fairy ride on Halloween. The queen's shape-shifting extends to her own person. Mann's confession also noted that she can be old or young as she pleases. Other names often used in American folkloric witchcraft as faces of the white goddess might be Babylon, Circe, Kor, Nycneven. Goda's children are those who have an innate connection with the other world, often gifted with horticultural skills and arts of glamour, serving as powerful conduits of otherworldly anima, a nod to the phrase, those born of the nymph blood. I made a video here on my channel covering this topic, of which I suggest you check out, as it does relate to this topic. In American traditional folkloric witchcraft, or ATW, a triune soul is a key aspect, and I've made videos about that here on my channel as well. The white soul represents our connection to the starfire above. It is the cosmic source of power that we draw from as witches when performing acts of magic. Within the red, white, and black, Goda is personified in the white and would be seen in this aspect of our witch soul. Goda is one of the divine trinity honored within ATW. Goda's feast day, or day of reverence, falls after the first full moon of the first harvest, Lunasada, Lothmas, the red day. This day will vary from year to year, as celebrations are, of course, not limited to only one night. Many witches will observe this season between the wheel turns. Goda's association with the full moon comes from her radiant form, as her epithet of the Shining One, a term used when referring to the folk of the fairy. Here in the Midwest, where the land during this time of year is abundant and bright, when the wheel shifts in her powers, you may choose to celebrate this feast day however you wish. I do have a document detailing how our clanad observes this, and I intend to link it down below. Goda's holy feast day is known as the Feast of the Veil, similar to the Black Goddess's feast, the Feast of the Veil. Okay, it's a difference between veil and veil. Those who get it, and those who don't, bless your heart. I really hope this video has been helpful, insightful. Be sure to check out the Red Thread Academy if you're interested in pursuing formal training in ATW. I also made a similar video to this one highlighting Kolyo, who again is our Black Goddess in our tradition. Her feast is the Feast of the Veil. I was crowned by the White Goddess in our tradition and have been documenting my experience here on my channel. Please do let me know if you would be interested in hearing more about my work with Goda, our White Goddess. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this. If you like this style of video, let me know and I'll keep making them. If you liked this video, please give it a like. If you'd like to see more of me, subscribe to the channel. And until next time, friends, blessed be, and I will see you in hell. Bye.
Down, down, down the road, down the witch's road. Down, down, down the road, down the witch's road. Down, down, down the road, down the witch's road. Circle sewn with fate, unlock thy hidden